can see on your screen. We'll have to find out. I do like having Xayah as far as against Sylas, just because Sylas has so much reliable dive with the amount of dashes and stuns and knockups that he does have available to him. But I don't know whether it's going to be enough to just have that Feather Storm available to try and avoid some of it. But we'll have to find out as we get onto the Rift for game number 3.
Yeah, some cautious choices are going to be have to be made by Teddy, because there's so many things he's going to want to get out of from the enemy team, right? We have the Gragas coming into Sylas, and even to an extent.
But Lehends is going to ruin everything by just eating this blue buff and buying so much time. Emperor's Divide, though, will destroy the Gragas, and First Blood goes over to Teddy. Always dangerous, but True Shot Barrage, a lot of damage onto Effort, who goes down to about 100. Zenith's still trying to chase after him, but Lehends can't quite get the licks in on top as Tempt is going to move on over. They're like fish in a barrel for this Archer, but you can see getting ran around here by Cuz, and Lehends doesn't quite know the direction that he wants to go, but Cuz eventually will fall down, making it a 1-for-1 over that extended trade.
Yeah, I don't... It was a really good play from...
For the next 4 minutes of this game, and we'll see who they're going to be donated over to, as Cuz is starting off the enemy red buff. Haru just clearing out his chickens at the moment, and Effort is in position once again. Lehends just being very, very frustrating as the smite is going to come down, but now Lehends might be in trouble, has to flash in order to get himself out of the way. Great grand entrance, and Teddy secures the kill. Teleports coming through on both sides, but Effort's able to just battle dance his way out. Kana has to flash because of the positioning of the teleport, but T1 just get their pick, and now will be able to claim plates in the mid lane.
Right? If they wanted Haru to just not gank as much, that's true, but they've actually ended up offering so many fights in the jungle that it didn't matter as much. Okay, actually.
Yeah, Ornhorn going to come in, but Cuz is in perfect position right now. There is an ultimate to offer back as Kanna's taking a fair bit of damage, but the Ornhorn's going to get that double knock-up, and he's looking to try and get this trade. The flash from Cuvée, he will secure it. He might have Kingslayer back up relatively soon as well, but no, the bite comes down, and it's a 1-for-1. But that is fantastic.
Potential movement advantage for Hanwha around this Drake, but Faker not going to let that happen.
Yep, Effort might actually fall down here as Faker doesn't use his R button, does use the flash, but he's going to push Zenith the other direction. This is very weird. I wasn't expecting that style of play, but Faker is going to be able to avoid a lot of the skill shots. As now Cuz is going to get piercingly arrowed. What is going on? This is a really strange game.
I would love to hear what is going on in T1's comms right now, because like none of that made sense. First of all, I was wondering that, and it turns out, of course, they hadn't been able to find a good opportunity for the Rift Herald because the fights ended up getting dragged on for a little.
Forward as Kanna does have the ultimate available, and now Effort diving on in. He's very low as Lehends is going to go golden. That is not where you want to be, my friend, as there's the Feather Storm, and Teddy grabs 2 swift kills, not allowing either bottom lane member to escape, but
those double kills in that bottom lane. I mean, they used pretty much every summoner and ultimate they had in their arsenal.
Yeah, now Effort going aggressive once again. Tempt trying to offer what support he can, but the pillar is going to come down, and Faker does nail the ultimate this time, and Tempt is well and truly dead. Faker wants to pick up the kill, and the Control Ward will be taken down, but the T1 trap is being laid. No Ornhorn available for this team fight, because he's able to get in there. Great knockup is going to come down as Effort trying to keep everyone tied up, and the quickness is very valuable, and it's going to be the Sylas that falls down. First cab off the rank, and T1 should be able to translate into a Mountain Drake and their first Drake of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kana was a little bit too aggressive using that ult early of time to initiate, right? Effort goes in, gets the CC, but we saw Faker holding off in his ultimate that time, and here comes the pillar.
There we go again. It's like you told us exactly what to expect, and he does it one more time as Faker just ran around. Well, it does make him tanky, so he can play as a frontline if he does have that one available, but won't be able to add this extra CC, and as you can see, it's working out so well for T1. Effort dives on in, he goes golden as well to keep himself alive. The health bars are getting melted by Teddy's damage, and Cuz flashing forward. Emperor's Divide to provide all of the kills for T1, as Teddy doesn't know where to go. There's just this
skirt around and go in for more damage or just havoc. I think could be better. Right now we see that Cuvée finally has picked up the Ornhold for this fight, if there even is one.
Yeah, well, there's going to be the knock up there. It's going to be started as Effort finally does fall down. Maybe bit off a little bit more than he could chew at that particular instance, but whose ram is better as Canna throws his through as well. But Hanwha Life did manage to move to safety.
Teddy's still going in very strong.
In so much trouble. Yeah, Teddy's going to be able to pick up that kill very easily, and now it's a 4v4 truly as we move towards the inhibitor. Teddy down to about half health though, and there is a lot of poke damage available from this Varus. Faker getting tagged by a few of these skill shots, and Hanwha's composition in its poke capacity is starting to show itself, but maybe just a little bit too late here in this game as the inhibitor is going to fall. The inhibitor turret in the mid lane is very low also as T1 is beefed up items as well in his Forged Fire Cape and his upgraded Abyssal Mask, and now the inhibitor turret is going to be taken down. The fight has finally broken out. Good grand entrance, but it's mitigated by the rest of Hanwha Life, and Effort is going to fall down. Canna now in a whole host of trouble, and Hanwha Life are playing this front to back and doing so quite well. Teddy zoned out of the fight as Faker goes golden and will eventually fall down as well, but now Teddy, the one-man army, is trying to get this fight working in his favor. The Featherstorm comes in, won't have the Blade Caller for a little while longer as the QSS is used for basically no reward. Cube goes down very low, but Teddy is going to survive as Tempt finally finishes off the kill, and Hanwha Life have managed to defend against T1. Cuz is alive, and so is the Baron, but I don't think that this Trundle's going to get any steals today.
Yeah, I mean, that would be very, very silly no matter how tanky you are, just given who's alive right now for Hanwha. Haru is not tanky enough to be really standing alone in front of that Baron, but Hanwha played that fight so well, on top of the fact that T1 seemed to be playing a little more cautious, and therefore they weren't really... Oh, the chain corruption not landing. There's Ornhorn.
Yep, that is going to be the go button here, as it's a really good pillar, but the flash after from Faker there, he just eliminates the Ezreal, and Haru's going to follow suit. This is the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. The man in the mid lane has found it in the end. He'll grab the triple kill, maybe even the quadra, as Teddy's looking for the extra damage, and there's the quadra kill for Faker himself. Fantastically playing out this last team fight, and T1 will get the monkey off their back as Hanwha Life fall to their hands.
I mean, after all that trouble, right? After all that trouble that Faker seemed to have this game and that T1 had in the last couple minutes, it really just takes one extensive...